Yo, this is Josh from Nomad Business Coaching and the Nomad Yoga family, and this is another episode of Ask NBC. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about a very common question I've been getting, and that is around free classes. Should your studio have free classes? And when you have free classes, how do you mitigate the issue of not actually being able to retain any of the people coming in on the free class? If you like this video, please hit the like button down below. Make sure you can share it with all of your other studio owner friends. And if you have any questions or comments, comment down below and I'll get to them as soon as I can. So, free classes, community classes, karma classes, and then also converting the people who come in to do these. How do you do better is the question that I'm getting. Let me first start by saying that free classes in the day were like a really normal thing. When I first started managing a couple of studios, we just carry around in our pocket a little card that had one free class on it, and we would give it out all over the place. I in fact used it as a tip whenever I would have a service given to me, which in hindsight was kind of a dick move. And in one situation, Jenna and I were sponsoring a comedy show, and they wanted to do like an Oprah Winfrey style giveaway, so we gave them free classes to give away, and they actually gave away 250 something free classes. But when we tracked it back after the fact, we realized that we had 0 people come in to use the class card. So it was a total flop and didn't work at all. Basically, I'm saying free classes, they don't really work that well. In every studio I've worked with as well, I have to mention that no matter what kind of free class system they have for giving it out, they're having the same issue, that people aren't really utilizing it, even if they give more than a free class, like a free week or a free month, and they're also not converting any of those people onto a membership. So it's just not something that is in the best practices for today's current industry. So I'm going to say, X the free classes. Do not give out free classes. This whole first class free thing, it comes from the gyms, no. First week free, no. Giving a free class card out, no. If you think about it, it does make a lot of sense. If you pay for a service, even just a small amount like $20, how likely are you to utilize that service? Pretty likely. Even if it's not because you want to use up your $20, it's just because you have made the conscious, energetic decision to participate in whatever it is that you bought. Whereas if someone just gives you the same thing, even if it's something that you might be interested in, you didn't yourself take the action to go and hook yourself up with that. But, and I know what you studio owners are thinking, what about karma classes, community classes, what about buddy passes? And there are some exceptions, these are among them. Buddy passes are something that I do highly recommend for a studio because they don't quite work the same as a free class. You've got to remember that the buddy or the current client that you have who's giving a buddy pass to their friend is vetting that friend for you already. They've already had a conversation about your product, and most likely they're going to go with that person to practice at your studio. Statistically speaking, it's been proven that people who practice together in the fitness industry tend to practice over the long term more often. So having a buddy is actually a good idea as well. So buddy passes, still a thumbs up on that one. Now, things like a community class or a karma class, this is where you would have one class per week where you discount your drop-in rate so that people can come in maybe not for free but for a very low price, can be a little bit borderline. So you have to really be clear on what your intention is. What I would say is if you do a community class or a karma class once a week and you really love it and it's super busy and it brings a lot of energy into your space, even if you're not converting a ton of those people who come in for their first time, maybe it's okay because you're happy about it. It's part of your marketing to the entire community. Now, on the other hand, if you have just started a karma class and you put it on like your 7:30 Friday night because that time slot sucked for you and no one's showing up even though you've made it really inexpensive for people to come, you don't want to be there when it's going on, it's eating up all of your extra time, and you don't want to put resources into marketing it to make it better, then just axe that class and don't worry about it. Have your Friday night off instead. So for some studios it could be a fit, other ones maybe not. The other case where we would have discounted classes or free classes would be when you do like an open house or a free weekend. These are something I would not say that you should do frequently, but again, they fit under your marketing. And because they're time sensitive, people have to commit and energetically get connected to the fact that they're going to go into the class to take advantage of it. So they kind of are in their different category, and if you do an open house properly, can be very fruitful for you. So there are some exceptions, of course. The thing to know about free classes is that if you're giving someone a free class, it needs to be someone who is vetted, not someone who is just coming in to get the free class deal. That's the essential difference. And the other thing is, whenever you have a free class, or especially something like your karma class, make sure that you're setting it up in your mind-body system so that they're recorded in a different way. Karma classes should be their own class category, and a free class should be its own pass to sell. That way you can track these people and do reporting on them in your KPI reporting, for example, to see whether or not you're converting them well, but also to eliminate them from your regular classes and regular passes so that it doesn't skew your numbers to the negative. Don't forget, like this video and share it with your friends. Leave any of your comments and questions down below so we can hit you up in the next episode of Ask NBC. Talk to you soon. Peace.